So we had a 2-week hiatus.
It's been 2 weeks?
Yeah. Well, no, this is the second week, right? So
The second week of what?
we didn't
Ramadan?
do it last week. We didn't have a show last week.
Yeah.
So
We
we had a 2-week break.
All right, fine.
Yes. So yeah, we're back.
We didn't have a
After
show last
Halloween. That was the last one we did, right?
How was your? Oh yeah, you didn't do anything that weekend, right? You partied the weekend before Halloween.
Weekend before, yeah.
Because at work, I got shit on for like going to a Halloween party after Halloween. It's like, but that's more Halloween. What? Why can't I? Just because it's November.
I kind of feel the same way though.
Why? It was first of all, Halloween was on a Thursday. The
It was
Saturday
middle of the
after
week. Yeah, I don't know. I
should
just
be
think
the
it's
one.
more exciting leading up.
Yeah, I
you know?
guess, but I got to wear my costume.
Afterwards,
3
you're kind of just
times.
like, I don't know.
I had a good time that Saturday. Now it's the first dead spot of the show.
Yeah.
Got it out of the way.
Got it out of the
early.
way early, guys.
So I want to ask you something. Have you heard about the Taco Bell Resort by any chance?
I feel like I kind of did.
Because it's not new. It's been around
Yeah,
for a
yeah.
little bit, for a few months. The guy I work with loves Taco Bell, and he's planning on going.
Where is it?
I think it's in Vegas.
Yeah, okay, yeah.
But yeah, it's a full-on, like, it's like fine dining quesadillas. Like, it's not like the run-of-the-mill stuff.
Okay.
Like, Baja Blast comes in a chalice. But, like, in general, Taco Bell is the first one, I guess, to do this. What is there going to be a Wendy's or a?
I feel like McDonald's would have been the first one, if any, but
I mean, I
clearly
think
they
all
didn't
of the
do it.
world is a McDonald's resort.
The world is the resort, and then just McDonald's.
Every
is
time I walk
every
out of
5
the
feet.
McDonald's, there's another one right there.
Yeah,
It's like
or they're opening up or whatever.
yeah.
It's yeah.
I'm
So
interested-
what's the amusement park of it? Is there like a taco slide?
No. It's a hotel.
Oh, it's
just
a hotel.
resort. Yeah.
Oh, it's a resort.
But I'm sure there's got to be like some amenities at the pool, like
Yeah.
a taco.
Are you
themed-
like wait? So like, are the bed sheets like different colors to be like represent like lettuce? Like
Yeah,
you're
you
the
can wrap
meat.
yourself up in a burrito.
You're the meat. Like you wear like the brown onesie.
I don't know. I just the idea of it, even more than just looking it up. I think just it's just sparks. Like, what are the other, like Taco Bell has a resort. McDonald's would probably have a resort.
Yeah.
I think like Arby's would have like a trailer park.
Yeah, they would go downgrade.
And I would go there.
Yeah.
Oh my god, are you kidding me? An Arby's trailer park?
Yeah, I mean
The chicks there.
Yeah, oh, one of a kind. The kind you want to
dozens.
take home to mom. That's
If you really don't like your mom,
Yeah.
that's the chick to bring home.
the
there.
what do you call it?
Well,
Yeah, 'cause,
Hooters
like,
had a hotel, and they have a hotel in Vegas. So, like, that's kind of almost. I mean,
Yeah, it's not
I mean-
really fast food though.
no, but
The food quality is like pretty much par. Same thing. Makes you piss out your ass.
it ain't B Dubs.
Yeah, no.
B Dubs are gonna have a resort too. I feel like B Dubs would be the one because their restaurants are huge. They're like
Yeah.
really big.
Place sucks though. I'm not a fan of beat-ups.
I mean, when you go to B Dubs, are you really going for the fine dining? Because I have friends that love B Dubs.
No, you just go for wings.
You go for wings.
Yeah.
You go to hang out. You go to
Yeah.
watch the fights.
yeah.
Remember when they had UFCs at B Dubs because
Yeah.
they stopped because of the parking lot brawls.
Yeah, because people would just take what they learned on screen
Yeah.
for the last 8 hours and then go
Without
do it
any
to
sort
it.
of preparation,
Yeah,
no
yeah.
training, not even wrapping their hands.
After
just bare
several
knuckle.
pictures of Blue Moon,
Which is like the finest.
Chuck and his
beer you can
boys
get.
went outside and met up with the other volunteer firemen to fight
and they tussled it out.
to fight some Guido.
But
Fucking A.
all right, so that's my first topic. What do you got?
What do I have? Oh, Disney Plus came out this week.
I don't really care.
Come on, 10 million subscribers first day.
I like how you tripped over that word.
I did. I tripped. I fell flat on my face.
It's fine. No one's watching anyway.
Yeah, no.
Yeah, I mean, it's just the future.
I
Everything's
will
gonna
find
be-
myself having the nostalgia of watching like old cartoons and shit. I haven't yet. I did watch like a bunch of
What's
Star Wars
the
stuff.
first? Oh, Star Wars.
Yeah, they have their own tab. So like Star Wars has a tab, Marvel has a tab, Disney has a tab.
At least they're.
Yeah. Pixar has their own tab too. Yeah.
Pixar would probably be actually the one I'd watch the most of. You know, Toy Story.
Yeah, they have all the Toy
Story
Stories.
2.
Yeah.
Other than that, I can't think of any. Oh, Up. Up has got to
Up.
be on there. Up.
Yeah.
Can we talk about how amazing of a movie Up is?
It's a great movie.
Can you honestly tell me you didn't well up a little bit? At
Oh my
any-
god, the first 5 minutes.
first 5
I was like, I don't
minutes
need to watch any more. This is horrible.
But then Doug comes out, and it's like, I'm in.
Yeah.
I want more of Doug.
a really sad movie.
Yeah, but like
God.
so good.
Oh, yeah.
It's hardly even a kids movie. It really is just like almost like just a drama.
Yeah,
Like really,
they could have done that in real, like a real life
but
version
you know what?
of it.
It would not have been as successful at all.
Probably not, because it was like it adds like the innocent, I guess, like the
charm.
Yeah, like
Yeah. Especially with the kid and his parents are like negligent.
Well, so is the kid.
I don't know how much. Well, the kid is a kid,
Yeah,
so you really
true.
can't say he's negligent. He's just an idiot.
Yeah.
But I don't even
And
want
the
to say that
dog,
he's an idiot.
and the dog's in there too.
Yeah, well, the dog is part of like the other guy.
Yeah.
The bad guy, and he has the collar. And
Yep,
everything.
yep.
But
Yeah,
very clever.
What was the other one? Did you ever see Coco?
I did not see Coco.
Was that Pixar? I don't even know if that was Pixar.
probably
That was one of
was.
the best like animated movies I've ever seen. Like
Yeah.
another one that like it was just a good movie.
Yeah.
Really good story.
'Cause I heard the
like,
premise was,
came
like, really
together.
sad, and I was
it's
like,
sad as
ugh.
shit. That's another
Yeah.
one. I was like, damn, this is dark. But it was that's how some of them are now. They're going for everybody. They want the parents to be entertained. They want the kids to
Well,
be entertained.
I think the first one to really do that might have been Shrek. Remember Shrek was
Well, that
really
was, like-
for both, and that was jumping on like what Toy Story was kind of doing.
but it didn't have like gut wrenching sadness. It was like
No,
it was
it
just the
tried
humor
to.
and
Yeah.
stuff was like adult related.
Yeah.
But the
He's got catnip. It's not mine. When they hit the cops, but they called them knights.
oh yeah. That was in the
stupid.
second one with the
That was
cat.
the second one, yeah. It was Antonio
Puss in Boots. He's
Banderas.
like, oh, that's not mine. Yeah.
got catnip.
That is not mine.
Good stuff.
Not the gumdrop buttons.
Oh my God, yeah.
You're a monster.
The Muffin Man who lives on Drury Lane.
yeah. Do you know the Muffin Man? The Muffin Man? The Muffin Man.
Good stuff.
Oh, it's awesome.
Way to kick off the CoEd podcast. In
Yeah.
case you
What's,
forgot, I'm Eddie Blumenthal, and this is my co-host, Stephen Cohen.
Hey, how are you?
And he doesn't like doing intros.
We're trying to figure this out. I don't know.
I think it's
a
fine
toss-up.
that we just jump right in after the amazing trailer that our executive producer and friend, Mr. Alex
Ciliato at King's Park
Ciliato.
Studios on Long Island.
KPS.
Yeah, KPS.
The KPS.
Yeah, the one and only. But yeah, so we do this. Well, we shoot it, but whatever.
We don't do
We're in a
anything.
giant
Alex
studio
does
right
all
now.
the work.
We're in just this tiny. This is a tiny portion of it. But
Yeah, no, this place is
Alex is
awesome.
like 6 miles that way. And
Yeah, he's not even in the
watching
same zip
us
code.
on a TV and
And
just
really
letting us know
regretting-
that the camera's still rolling.
He's also regretting some choices he's made, friends.
Yeah, yes.
I let these two on? What the fuck am I doing? Thanks, buddy.
Well, Alex is stuck
love
with me
you.
from childhood. He's one of my oldest friends. Grew up 5 minutes from me. Not even. What?
Christ, don't use me as a topic.
It's God. No,
No.
let's dive into our relationship.
Oh, wait,
anyway.
you don't want to talk about the Jets Giants?
No, I mean
game.
honestly, I will. I don't care.
Well, you went. Okay,
I
so
went.
actually, before we talk about
I went
the
to
game
the Jets
itself,
Giant
how
game
was it?
this past week. It was an awesome game. It was entertaining. It was nonstop pretty much, and it was
Two
close.
awful teams.
It was It was kind of it was pretty funny because like everyone was just kind of laughing and making jokes the whole time. Like it was really.
Well, I had another friend that went and said
Fun.
that there was a huge brawl where he was.
Apparently there was like right after the game ended.
Okay.
In the stands. That because there was a clip from an interview and a player's like, "Oh, I think there's a fight going on over there." But yeah, there was probably a couple, I'm sure.
He said that there was fans literally falling over rows
Yeah.
on other people.
Yeah,
and there
yeah.
was like two big mobs of fans.
Yeah, I believe it.
But like that was not the game. Like I hope it wasn't about I like the Jets, I like the Giants, and then they
Yeah.
fought over it. I hope it was
you
like
hope
something
it was like
that
someone grabbed a boob of a girlfriend and
some
Yeah.
that needs to have a throwdown.
Yeah,
you
yeah.
know, nothing like my quarterback is better than your quarterback. They
Yeah.
both kind of aren't that.
Well, we had I met up with my friend's tailgate. So he took one of those bus things. So it's like a full package. You pay like $80. You get the ride there and back, and then that includes food, beer, everything's unlimited, whatever. So I get there and I'm like, "Where the hell are you?" And he's like, "We're still in line to get in." I'm like, "It's 10:30."
So what did you take the train?
I got dropped off because I was staying in the city. That's who the people I was with.
Okay.
And I was like, "There's no point in me going back home to take the bus
No.
with them." It
Yeah.
just didn't make any sense.
And you could
So,
even take in the path train. It brings
we
you
took
right
the
there.
train back. We got driven there, but so we get dropped off. Of course, the complete opposite end of where this bus winds up going.
Right.
Which was 25-minute walk away. Off premise because they ran out of parking.
Oh,
so
okay.
this
So
bus,
they did
the
that.
bus company left late. They left late, and there was like three buses. One had the beer, one had the food. Yeah, did not coordinate, and they ended up in different lots. Yeah, so I don't find this out until I get there.
Which bus did you get to?
We got to the one with the beer.
Okay. All right. That's
Yeah,
the one.
which
you
was
wanna
whatever.
get.
I was like,
Yeah.
this is liquid food. I can figure this out.
Yeah.
So
Yeast.
after a 25-minute walk, that I wasn't thinking about food. I was like, where's that fucking beer? So
At
we
9
get
o'clock
there
in the morning.
Yeah, we get there. My buddy's there with his dad, who I didn't know his dad was going to be there, who is a retired CO from Rikers and is off the boat Irish. This man is like, yeah,
Really?
dude. He's got the rage that I've never seen another person have, but is a sweetheart. If he likes you, like, oh my god, he's like the nicest guy ever.
But if he doesn't like you,
But
you're
if he
going
doesn't
in the
like
hole.
you, boy, if you piss him off, boy, whoo. So they basically find out about this whole bus situation. They're pissed off because they're like, what the fuck? We got here late, so like they had to they were there to hang out for like an hour.
Right.
And then they had to walk like a mile to get into the fucking stadium. So they're like, where's the owner? Because it was out of BK Sweeney's in like Bethpage or something.
Mm-hmm.
So they're like, where's the owner? So they find a guy that you can tell he worked with, the bar or whatever. And they're like, oh, where's the owner? And the guy's like, oh, he's not here. He didn't make it. And they're like, okay, well, what the fuck? And they're all pissed off. Turns out someone actually IDs the guy that they spoke with was the owner. And he lied to them, and basically, so that pissed them off. So my buddy's dad, and then my buddy's friend's dad, who's also like another like union guy, like they were pissed.
Mm-hmm.
So they like go right up to this guy, they're screaming at him in front of everybody.
Nice.
And it was like a madhouse to get the food. Everyone's like huddled around the barbecues because they had like 10 seconds to cook them.
Right.
It was a nightmare, and it was just a complete shit show. We didn't even get like anything out of it really. So we walked
Did you
all
get
the
your
way
money
there.
back?
I didn't pay, thank God.
Okay.
But it was great because like I went up to the guy that was in charge of the beer. He's like, you guys didn't get bracelets? I was like, our bus is fucking 6 miles that way. And he's just like, what? And so we tell him everything that happened. So then he just believes that I'm on the bus. So then I kept walking by. I was like, yeah, thank you. Whatever. So just taking as much as I could.
Just fitting
But-
as much in your jersey.
Yeah,
as you
I
could
was
grab.
like, fucking guy, man. But yeah, so then we walked all the way in, and I wound up spending like $40 on food, like a hot dog.
yeah.
And but it was fun. I got to take my little cousin. He's 6, so it was his first game ever. And
So hold on. So throughout all
we
this,
dragged him through that
Oh, I was gonna
tailgate.
say-
Yeah. Oh yeah, he was there.
He's just looking
He
up
was
like,
just like,
"This is how
what?
adults act."
He's just like, what? This guy's playing cornhole. Like they're playing football. Like I want to throw. Like I want to
Yeah.
have a catch. And we're like dragging him through. Like no, we gotta get the beer. I need a fucking hot dog.
Well, he got some real world experience.
Yeah,
You
he
put
made
that on his
he made a
resume.
friend. There was another little kid there, so like, he had a football. So then they had a catch. It was cool. So he got his needs met, and then we're off like 10 feet to the side, like cursing at each other that we
Stewing.
didn't get food. Yeah, but
This motherfucker.
yeah,
Goddamn it.
being role models. But yeah,
Yeah.
we wound up getting in there, and it was fine. Game was. I didn't have expectations. It was just like
Well, that's
it was a
good,
shit
because
show.
I mean, if anyone really had expectations to see like their team blow the other team out, who cares? You
It was
both
crazy
suck.
when the Jets won. They shot off fireworks. The
'cause they were the home
The guys
team,
that
yeah.
were on the sideline like ran on the. They were like running on the field like woo, like
It's
yeah,
just-
fly Jets, fly. It's like you guys suck. Both teams suck. Like what are you celebrating?
At least Jets.
like we the Kings of New York. Like all right, dude, just have fun.
we're the
Have fun
Kings of
with
New
that.
York. You play in Jersey.
Yeah,
You're the
yeah,
king-
we're in East Rutherford, so
Yeah.
let's start over.
You're the king of the Garden State Parkway.
Yeah,
You're
yeah,
not.
yeah.
Who gives a shit, really?
So it was, but it was fun.
That's good.
And the seats were awesome. My buddy got a hookup through his company, so we were on field level, so it was amazing
Okay.
seats. It
Cool.
was sick.
You
But,
you could smell the desperation.
yeah, yes, absolutely. So it was, and a couple of touchdowns happened right in front of us, so that was really cool. But yeah, I wanted to do like every 4 years. I've gone the last 2 times they played each other.
Okay.
So I went in 2007 when the Giants wound up going to the Super Bowl after the Victor Cruz 99-yard play.
I remember that.
And then I went to the last one where the Giants blew it, and then the kicker missed the field goal to lose the game, and then the Jets wound up winning.
No,
Yeah,
Did the Jets suck then too? Because then that's probably why I don't
think,
remember.
yeah, I don't think they were good, but it was yeah. So I want to make it a thing, because it's once every 4 years that they play.
Well, it would have been
And
nice for an invite.
The
Steve.
tailgate's the best part. I mean, it's because Well, you're also the other Steve went to. Portner has season tickets.
He's the one that I was gonna say. He's the one that told me about the fight, but he also does a tailgate with other season ticket holders.
Yeah.
That
I was
went with
honestly,
him.
I'm so pissed because if
I
I
don't
knew
know
all
why
this
I
was
didn't
gonna
tell you,
happen, I
but-
would have just fucking went to him.
I think I even told him that you
I
were
was
going.
so pissed, dude. It was oh man, what a waste.
Yeah, because his tailgate, it's just people that show up.
Yeah.
Usually he'll go back home because he lives in the city.
Yeah.
And he'll prep. And
What a
then-
reunion that would have been. I haven't seen him in years.
The last time we went, it was last season after a buddy's wedding. I get home from my friend's wedding to a text from Portner saying, "Hey, I have an extra ticket to the Jets game tomorrow." I was like, "I literally just walked to the door. I got to drive back to you now." And it's like, "Yeah, all right, let's do this." And oh my god, I got shit faced off of one of the guys in their tailgate party made this jug of just juice, and it was purple because they were playing the Vikings.
Oh, my
which is also
God.
too. Vikings fans were really chill. The
Yeah.
Vikings were good. The
Yeah,
Jets
yeah.
were trash. But I kind of was like interested to see Darnold.
Yeah.
The seats were fine. I didn't see Darnold because I was really, really drunk. But like I had probably
His seats are up there too.
Yeah. But he also has like all the points with
Yeah.
the Jets, so he's been on the field for some things. I think he's done the American flag.
Oh,
thing
that's
a couple
awesome.
Of times. But the guy that made the juice didn't even get into the game.
Yeah.
That day.
Oh, my God.
But like I had maybe 6 or 7 cups of it.
Oh,
and
my God.
it was so good though.
Yeah,
Like,
yeah.
It didn't taste like any alcohol.
Yeah.
But he's like, I hardly put any fruit juice in. I was like, just fill up. The cup
Yeah,
again.
yeah.
But-
They actually have like 3. I thought of you just because your name's Ed, but
oh.
they have like 3 mascots now, not just Fireman Ed. So
Well,
they
Fireman
put
Ed's not a
they put
mascot.
3 guys up on the screen at
Okay, there's
once,
just 3?
and they're separate.
3
they're all
hapless
over the
sons of
place.
bitches.
Yeah, there's so one guy's like down on the field level. Well, him and Fireman Ed were like field level.
Okay.
Fireman Ed's like 50-yard line. The other guy was like corner of one of the end zones. I don't know where the other one was, but
Probably
they
not
all
even
do
there.
their like, and I'm
I don't know why
like,
he
you've
gets so-
got to be fucking kidding me.
It's
just like so,
JTS,
but it's just
that's-
like, oh
The way
God.
that they do it, it's a little.
It's so stupid.
Yeah.
And like, but Fireman Ed especially, he's like,
well, also he's up
I
on
can't
someone
hear
else's
you.
shoulders too, right?
No, he was standing on a seat.
Okay, because
Yeah,
usually
yeah.
every time I see him, he's up on somebody else's shoulders and he's like, "Oh wait," but he's
Yeah.
also trying to keep his balance.
Yeah.
And the other guy's just
It's like bad day to wear boots, dude.
he's just a bald head that's beat red. Like,
Yeah.
come on, man, hurry up.
Yeah. He's like, this was awesome when I initially thought of it. It's not awesome anymore.
You're not going up the stairs with
You're
me.
you're not my 12-year-old son. You're a grown man.
How did you get here?
Yeah. But
Please
he
get
was
off.
wearing Fireman was wearing like a white jersey with red numbers on it. It was weird. I don't know what. I didn't get a close
It
look.
might have been like a parody Giants jersey. then.
Probably.
Yeah.
That's what I'm assuming.
Because
It was
I
like
remember
maybe like a license plate guy.
Yeah, I remember that
knock.
the Islanders had a goofy, stupid, kind of like a Fireman Ed thing.
Yeah.
It was called the Gold Fringe Hair Guy. I don't know if you've ever. It was at the old Coliseum. He actually was banned from the Coliseum because someone reported like sexual assault, a fan. Yeah,
His
but he's at
mohawk
every
fucked
game.
me.
What?
His mohawk fucked me.
Oh no, it wasn't even a mohawk. He had the hat and it was a clear wig.
Oh.
Yeah, it was. But like the dude was, I think, a lawyer too.
Oh, my
I
God.
think I don't know, but he had a Rangers jersey that was number 94 and it said Fluke.
Oh
It's
Jesus.
like, well, you know, if you're an Islander fan, what are you gonna really say?
yeah, yeah.
A fluke. Okay, fine. You could say it's a fluke, but we weren't doing shit then.
Yeah.
This was the mid '90s. Fucking fisherman logo.
Yeah, I was
and
gonna say the
everything,
fisherman logo.
which is gonna come back. I wholeheartedly believe now that that's gonna be a jersey next year that they'll wear.
Hopefully.
And everyone's buying. Like they have Anders Lee jerseys in the fisherman.
Yeah.
Like I like the jersey, but with the circle logo, much better.
Yeah, yeah.
Because the fisherman logo just reminds me of a really
Awful
sad
time.
time.
Yeah.
Yeah. But like Portner fucking loves that.
Oh
shit.
yeah, he loves it.
Can't get enough.
Some
of
people,
it.
I feel like the gyms, man, the Jet Islander Met fans, they just like live, they bask in just
The gyms.
yeah, a Jet Islander Met fan.
Oh, I got you.
So
well, yeah.
which there's a lot of them on the island, and that's I
Well,
mean I
Portner
feel
and
like
I
they
are-
they love losing.
Right. Well, Portner and I are Jet Isles.
There's
and
no
Yankee
other.
fans.
I don't know what else you could fucking say.
yeah.
There's no other. Like, there's no possible way I could ever be a fan of all 3 of those teams.
Yeah, thank God I'm a
There's no
Yankee
fucking
fan.
way. I'd kill myself. There's no way.
No. I mean, I'm almost thinking about just never turning on a Jets game ever again.
Yeah.
Although I know that, I hope, because every year I kind of have the hope that okay, it's just gonna be around the corner.
Yeah,
They're gonna figure it
You're
out.
gonna turn the corner,
And then
just something
mono
catastrophic.
happens.
Yeah.
And Coco Ed's Gase comes out and doesn't do anything. I
Yep.
don't know. But at least we got Le'Veon Bell, and Le'Veon Bell seems to be content. I don't know.
Yeah, they just only give him the ball 10 times a game.
Yeah. But Bilal Powell carries the ball more.
Yeah.
No one knows.
What's your next?
Well,
thing here?
this is a hockey kind of topic.
Oh, boy.
But you and I used to work at the live streaming place.
Yep.
We won't mention their name because they actually aren't even existing anymore. It's
No.
a different name. But that job sucked. The people there were great for the most part.
Some of them.
But do you know the name Don Cherry?
Yeah,
Okay, he just got fired.
I know. I
Okay,
heard about
all right,
this.
good. I hate Don Cherry. I absolutely despise that old fuck.
Is it the suits?
The suits? The fucking suits. You're a grown ass man. Stop wearing Ace of Spades suits, or like when it's Christmas, it's basically a Santa outfit.
Yeah.
He's got one that's candy cane themed. Like,
He actually makes DiPietro look normal. Because DiPietro wears some funky stuff too.
but DiPietro doesn't do it every day or
No.
every broadcast.
No, that's true.
But he got in trouble for just using kind of a term, and it was misunderstood because he's an old fuck.
Yeah.
He's just too old for the game.
It was something about
anymore.
like supporting troops or something.
Well,
like
they
that?
have
Yeah.
in Canada the Remembrance Pop.
Yeah, yeah,
and
yeah.
that's for all their armed forces.
Yeah, yeah.
And there are a few other things, but it's
Yeah.
also kind of a thing in America too.
Yeah.
The Remembrance Poppy. It's just like a thing that's used to support armed forces and things like that.
Yeah.
And what he was saying, more or less, was about people should be wearing them more in Canada.
Yeah.
And then he threw out the "you people."
Uh-huh.
But it wasn't to anyone, at least when
Yeah.
I read it. And the one thing I will say I respect about what he did, because he could have saved his job if he apologized. But he's like, if I apologize, it's not Coach's Corner,
Yeah,
which
yeah,
is
yeah,
the
yeah.
stupid 10-second show that they do in between periods. Because hockey's crazy in Canada.
Yep.
Every night it's Monday Night Football.
Mm-hmm.
But I went on a rant with friends of mine about it because they actually like him.
Yeah.
Like Portner is in it, and
Yeah.
he loves Don Cherry.
Yeah.
Loves him. I fucking hate
I
him.
remember when I was working there and I would do those games, and I wasn't like a huge hockey fan then. So when he would come up, I'm like, who the fuck is this guy? I'm like, what? Like the nerve? Like I was like, he looks like a jackass.
Right, exactly.
Yeah,
and he would throw out terms like, especially talking about like statistics. The nerds in New York.
Yeah.
Why was got to be New York? Like I get it, that's where they're at, but like it's not New York, asshole. It's just the guys that were hired there. Who knows where the fuck they're from?
Yeah.
But like also the type of hockey he played and coached. He also I think only won one cup.
Yeah.
So like. Who cares? That's why he's revered
That's like
in Canada.
that's like Lee Corso in college football.
Oh,
Everyone's
yeah.
like, yeah, coach. He was. If you look at his coaching record, it's like atrocious.
Yeah, I think Don
terrible.
Cherry was
Why does
decent.
anybody call him? Like he doesn't even deserve that.
Yeah.
Awful.
But like the game that he coached and played in is gone now. I mean, the theory of it is there, but it's a faster game. It's a harder game. Like I remember there was a questionable hit from a Russian player, and he literally said something like, it's a Russian guy. Oh well, go figure. It's like whoa, man. But
Like someone calm down, Grandpa. Put more whiskey in his cup.
But either way, when I found out the news, I got really happy. But all my friends were like trying to support him and everything.
I'm
So-
sure he'll get hired somewhere.
I don't know, man, because the CBC would be the ones to hire him, the Canadian Broadcasting Company. If they fired him,
Not the U.S.
No, this was Canada.
No,
He
I know, but
doesn't-
the U.S. can't. Like,
Oh,
what
I
if like
you
Fox
know what?
offered
You
him
know what?
something?
If they, well, Fox doesn't really do anything for hockey.
I'm just
Yeah.
saying,
Yeah,
whoever
in
the
general.
hockey.
It's just not big enough. I don't know who
Yeah.
would, where it would really move the needle for him, and also too, he doesn't really support American hockey very
Yeah.
well either. But I just want to read you what I said. Because they were all like, "Oh, stand by Don and everything. He's a legend." So I was like, "That old and hope he fuck the way." Him and everybody who looks like him. And one of my friends, Tim, was like, "Well, aren't you a total piece of shit?" I was like, that dinosaur of a person. That's
Damn
yeah,
you.
it's a lot of in here. That dinosaur of a person. That senile should have been stashed in a home years ago to entertain the other geriatrics.
Yeah, I think Al,
Oh.
you should just bleep all of it. Like just beep 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 beep.
Then I'll start from the beginning of this. That dinosaur of a person. That senile should have been stashed in a home years ago to entertain the other geriatrics with undersized cerebellums.
Whoa!
That outdated CPU needs to be tossed in a fire pit built for a Lord of the Rings attraction. After it's been reduced to ash, pack it in a rocket and send it straight for one of Saturn's rings.
Holy hell!
He goes on. Remember Phil? Phil's like, Ed, the hatred, why? Like, hatred, I couldn't
He
be
caught a word in between that?
yeah. Hatred, I couldn't be happier with these circumstances. The makeup girl on Coach's Corner got the biggest win of the day, and quite possibly the week. Now she can reverse the carpal tunnel syndrome she was creating in her wrist trying to make that whole look like a human being.
Jesus Christ.
It's like turning the Emperor from Star Wars into Charlie Hunnam. Notice how she hasn't even gotten close to Charlie yet? Imagine how awful he looks without a base coat. And that's really
Jesus Christ.
I
so
hate
much
that guy.
Charlie Hunnam reference.
I know. And you know what? Porter was like, who's Charlie Hunnam? I don't know. I was like, Sons of Anarchy. Sons of Anarchy. How do you not know Charlie Hunnam?
Oh, God.
Dime piece.
It's one thing I've constantly been wanting to bring up, and I've always wondered this. No one ever talks about it. But where did they find the guy who does the ESPN voice? Yeah, I'm talking about like the background guy that only once in a while comes in and just does like a thing. You never see what he looks like.
SportsCenter.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like, ESPN.
Yeah.
Does he talk like that normally, you think?
No, of course not.
But it would be pretty funny if he did. Be like, he gets home, he's like, honey, did you cook the turkey or what are we gonna do?
He's at a
What
drive-thru.
are we gonna eat?
I'd like a number 6 extra large, no pickles.
Everything's like epic. Or imagine him working at McDonald's and he reads you back the order. So you ordered 2 double cheeseburgers,
You fat
no
fuck.
pickles, a large fry, and a $1 McNugget. 1632.
The funniest part is not the sound of the voice, it's the cadence.
Yeah.
For $1.62.
Yeah. I've always thought about it though. I'm like, what? Who came up with that voice? Like how many tryouts did they have of like different voices?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, that guy hit the fucking jackpot because I don't.
Because even like Arby's, we have the meats.
Oh, yeah,
like
and that's just
that's a
that's
pretty
a total
simple
actor,
one. But
yeah.
like they have this guy actually having sentences. He's like, if you haven't seen,
Well, yeah,
during
it's-
the
it's a
commercial
different-
break.
Yeah, it's a different style of voice acting.
Yeah, yeah.
But like still at the same time.
But
that
like
guy-
who was like, yes, that.
I mean, wouldn't you say yes to that? I think that.
I don't
voice is
know. I
great.
just want to know what lost to it. Like there's so many voices.
Someone that sounded like Kermit.
Yeah.
Today on SportsCenter. Actually, that's Al Michaels.
yeah.
Yeah, he works at NBC.
Oh, good for him. But I'm honestly, from the Don Cherry thing, my adrenaline is shot right now.
Yeah.
I'm so like jacked up. Because
Yeah.
I
You're
also
hot.
want
This
to
is a
say
hot
too.
take.
I wanted to say this too. I don't hate Don Cherry the person. I hate Don Cherry the character on Coach's Corner because it is a total character.
Yeah, yeah.
But I'm sure he's done great charitable things. He's still is a celebrity in the hockey world, and hockey is king in Canada. But fuck you, Don Cherry. You're fired. Get the fuck out of here. I feel bad now for the other host on Coach's Corner because it's just going to be him in a booth, just like, I got nothing to say. I'm waiting for this.
He's gonna try to wear something obnoxious, and he's gonna be really bad at it. He's gonna like put a cactus on his shoulder or something.
I wonder if they even. I mean,
It's like, what obscure thing could I wear?
I'm sure they still have it, but I wonder if they just abandoned Coach's Corner, just threw more commercials in there.
Right? Yeah. There's just more ads.
I wonder how many people tuned in to the game of the week or the game of the night just to hear Coach's Corner, because there were fans that are just devastated by this.
Yeah, yeah.
And it's like, oh, what am I gonna do now? Why don't you watch the fucking game? Yeah, it's hockey. Just watch the goddamn hockey game instead of listening to fucking Don Cherry talk about nonsense.
They always. I mean, I don't know. You'll see who they replace him with. It's gonna be quick. They're not gonna leave that guy out to
The
dry.
thing, though, I think he was like. He originated Coach's Corner.
Yeah.
I don't think there's been another coach, and there's
They might just
nobody
cancel
like
it.
him.
Are they gonna keep? They gonna keep it?
I don't know. I'm sure though, because I think it was a nightly thing. I think
Yeah.
it was every night. How who stocks the suits? Whoever did the costume, like
Yeah, the
makeup,
person
poor
that makes
makeup
those
girl.
hideous suits. That was probably a failure at like
Everything.
you're like, oh, why can't I make it? I'm a visionary.
You know what?
And
They
then
probably
finally
made
like
wrapping paper before that,
Yeah,
and he's
yeah.
like, "That would look good
this
all
was
over
like,
me."
and John Cherry's before Kanye, so like he's like, I just need this one break, and then Don Cherry saw it. You're like, look at this magnificent suit.
John Cherry's before Kanye.
Yeah, because Kanye's the only other person I could see that would wear that shit.
But not only that, talk about opposite ends of spectrums.
Kanye will wear a garbage bag. He doesn't give a shit.
Yeah, I don't know. I'm just, and usually when something like this happens, where it's like an epic thing that you've always wanted, you kind of have like a little bit of like guilt.
Yeah, like you thought
And
of it
little-
in your head, like I just ruined this guy's life,
And not only that, it was just
and
like,
I wish this on this man.
you know, there's a certain dissatisfaction in getting what you want. Not here.
Yeah.
Not here. I'll be fucking.
That's
I'll
gonna
pissed
be
when he
like
comes
that's
back.
gonna be me when the Wilpons die, because I swear that I am like planning a party when that day
Can I
happens.
come? Because
Sure.
I've always wanted the Mets to be somewhat successful
They
for
are-
my friends like you.
Yeah.
And also because like it's still New York baseball, and I don't like the Mets at all. I hate the Mets, but I hate the Wilpons.
Yeah, if
hate
I
their
could take
structure.
out a bloodline, it would be that bloodline. It would just
Ooh,
they
hot
are
take.
because they already said they're like, we want to keep it in the family. It's like, well, we're
Your
gonna have
family
to
sucks.
Gonna have
And
to
yeah,
poison
and
it.
I think it's a little questionable to keep it in the family because
Yeah. You
didn't
are
you get
criminals.
ripped off by Bernie Madoff?
Yeah, you're a criminal.
You guys are
what
idiots.
You're doing is
and
illegal.
probably definitely criminals.
Yeah.
Your turn.
No, you have a whole look at that freaking thing.
Don't look at my phone.
What do you got?
I got a lot, but I just had one. It's your turn.
Talk about it.
All right, here's
Not
one.
sports related.
Yeah, here's one that's not sports related. On the show, we brought up Jurassic Park and how they got the Foley for the dinosaur roars, and it was
Yeah,
from
yeah,
turtles
yeah.
fucking.
Yep.
So there's this. It's not a show. It's a movie on Netflix called Cocaine Island, or The Legend of Cocaine Island, I think.
Okay.
It's a documentary about this guy in Florida who hears a story from another guy about him finding, I think, 2 or 3 kilos of coke in what island were they on? God damn it, I forget. Somewhere I think in the Caribbean, and he stashed it, but he lived there, so he knew exactly where it was. And the guy that heard the story was like, "That's got to be worth some money. I should go dig this up."
Yeah.
But they had a segue where it was turtles fucking. And it was the sound. It was so funny.
outta here.
I swear to God. Like, I watched it and I was just like, what are you talking about? It's such a show. Oh, my God. It's real. And it's like,
Oh my god!
and it just cuts to
I'm
him.
gonna have to find this now.
It's actually, too, like, I'm glad I brought it up, too, because it's such a crazy story. I don't know. Do you want me to kind of?
Yeah, sure.
All right. What ends up happening is.
I feel like I scrolled over this because
Probably.
I've seen it.
Yeah,
I've
it's pretty recent. I think in the last year it came out. But the guy got fucked because he went there first to try to get it, and he couldn't get it because they didn't realize there were no Home Depots on this island, so they didn't have shovels, they didn't have anything. They tried digging it out with their hands, and
they
and
looked
also,
and just no Home Depots anywhere. to be
right.
found.
They figured they could get
Yeah.
what they needed there.
I'm sure
but-
there's McDonald's somewhere there though.
but they get connected with this guy who just was like the Scarface guy.
Yeah.
He had the shirt. He met him at like some bar, but he ordered the most expensive tequila, and they brought the bottle out for
Yeah,
him.
yeah.
And the guy that is the sap, eventually, he's like all taken aback by this. Like, this is the guy I need. This is the guy that's gonna get me what I need, because the real thing was, yeah, they could get the coke, but who they're gonna sell it to? This guy was like, I'll buy it. Just
Yeah.
get it, bring it here. Turns out he's in the DEA, and they found out from another guy that they knew who snitched out. He was facing like some charge, and they're like, got to give us some information. He's like, yeah, I'll give you some information. He's like, this guy was a nobody. He wasn't a real criminal, so he didn't care, first of all, but he also thought like, he's not really gonna get anything. But they convict him
Oh,
for
my God.
possession when like he didn't really do any of it. Like,
Yeah.
it was so fucked up. He didn't even find the coke. Like, it was just staged completely, and
Jesus
the DEA
Christ.
goes and they dig up the coke that he allegedly had.
Yeah.
And they took a photo of it, and it was just like 2 keys. I think it was more than, might have been like 20 keys or something
Yeah,
like that.
yeah.
But it was just like 2, and they were like dingy, but they looked like it was like they just rubbed dirt on a wrapped pound of coke.
Yeah.
And they couldn't really prove it. So the judge, this is the biggest spoiler if anyone watches, the judge commutes his sentence to like, I think 6 months community service.
What?
And he was an architect because he was like, you were framed.
Yeah.
But like, it wasn't just a framing. You did try to do this, but you didn't do anything. You never touched the coke. You never flew it back here. And they actually interviewed the agents in charge, and they were just like, he was going to do something.
Yeah.
And it was just like, oh, man, this guy got
We were
railed.
staking this out for years, and honestly, we were tired of it. So,
Basically.
yeah. We saw this dumbass and just went for it.
Yeah, but the turtle fucking thing made me
Oh
laugh
my
so
God.
hard. I could not. I was like, oh my God. And it really does sound just like it.
Yeah, yeah.
And to be honest, too, I guess that's the closest thing you could get to what a dinosaur would have sounded like. It's a reptile.
Who the hell knows? Yeah.
God. She knows.
It
Why are you
knows.
laughing at that, Steve?
It knows.
Yeah, the entity.
Yeah.
All right, so that's, come on, give me one.
I don't have anything written down.
You unprepared piece of
I
shit.
know. I know.
In that fleece pullover you're wearing.
It's Patagucci.
It's Patagonia. You can't even read.
Patagucci?
Not the way it's spelled, man.
I know it's Patagonia. But Patagucci.
Oh, Patagucci. I get it.
Patagucci.
Here's something I heard, and I haven't looked into it at all, but did you happen to see anything about Gary Sinise being like the best person in the world lately?
No.
Apparently, he takes kids whose parents were injured and killed in action, brings them to Disney World,
What?
like regularly.
Wow.
Yeah.
It's
like,
Forrest Gump money.
as far as Gump money, it's
Yeah.
just him being a good dude. Like, how awesome is that?
That's
And he did
amazing.
something else for a
Gary
injured
Sinise,
vet.
for people who don't know, is the guy who played
Lieutenant
Dan in
Better
Forrest
tuck that
Gump.
in. You're gonna get it caught on a tripwire.
Boy, that was
I only got
racist.
2. Well, do you see his lip?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. I only want 2 things
Bubba.
from you: take care of your feet and don't get yourself killed. I sure hope I don't let him down. Love that movie. Greatest comedy ever. I heard that was being remade too. That
Oh,
they were
I
gonna
hope
remake
not.
Forrest Gump. Why?
Christ.
Zemeckis should go out there and just shoot somebody. Like if I was Tom Hanks, even like if Tom Hanks found the people that were going to try to remake Forrest Gump and murdered them all, everyone would be like, Tom Hanks for president.
Yeah.
Like, fuck yeah. Nobody would have cared.
I actually watched part of Welcome to Marwin the other day. That was
that?
that movie that just came out. Zemeckis' most recent movie.
Okay.
Steve Carell, where he's the guy, he gets beat up and then he has PTSD. He loses all his memory and has to get, like, his face was reconstructed. Like, he almost died. And it's a true story. And the guy basically started, he lost the ability to, like, his hand-eye coordination was messed up. Like, he couldn't write. I think he used to be a writer. I don't know his backstory, but he, as therapy, made dolls, and then that was how he, like, worked through it therapeutically. So he, like, reinvented this little, his life. I don't know. It was so he
Sounds like
the
a
movie,
real fun movie.
No. So throughout the movie,
Bring
it's
the
like
kids.
he has PTSD. So he's like, he sees things and it scares him, whatever. So he, like, made these characters through the dolls. That's like his confident alter ego. Like,
Okay.
so and then, like, he has the girl that he's in love with, his neighbor across the street. So he creates her. He creates, like, all these different people he's met through his life, like the people in PT when he was, like, getting through the injuries and stuff. So that's how he, like, works his way through it.
Interesting.
Yeah. So, like, they need him as a witness in the court case to, like, put these 4 guys
Oh,
away.
now
and he
it's
can't
sad.
get his, like, he can't mentally get himself to go. So he brings the dolls with him, and that's, like, how he gets the courage to go. But it's a
Interesting.
true story, and the guy actually has, like, art galleries and stuff, and he's like
It's like his character from Dinner for Schmucks. He made
Yeah,
the
it's like
things out
a
of
more
the mice.
serious one. But,
Yeah, a little more. Sounds
yeah, it's it was actually pretty interesting. But the guy has over 200 dolls that he's made now.
How long ago did this happen?
Marwin Cole is the name of the town,
Okay.
and
The town that he got severely.
the town that he made.
Oh, the fate. Okay.
yeah. So his wife's name is Colleen, and that's where the call came from at the end. But Marwin, I'm not really sure where.
So
that
was he
came from.
married before this had happened?
No, he met. That was actually the neighbor was his wife, but they
Okay.
for some reason didn't use her real name, so they named her Nicole but without an E, so it was COL. It ended at it was NICOL.
Okay.
So that's how they incorporated it in there. But I think they're still both alive. So like I don't know why. Maybe she just didn't want to be in it.
Well, also too, anytime it's a true story, they got to dramatize it in some way.
Yeah,
They
yeah, yeah.
change a lot of things.
It was really like an interesting movie though. It was.
Well, it's Zemeckis, man. It's got to be cinematically.
Well, it was different because it was a lot of CG because you see him as the doll, like his face is on there, the girl's on there, and then like you see how he envisioned the 4 guys that beat him up as Nazis, so that's their characters. Their characters are Nazis, and he's a soldier.
Now.
He's like a soldier, his character.
Okay.
So like it's like a war that he's fighting within himself, and
He's
then,
probably like reliving this every day.
basically,
and everything.
yeah.
It
was a really interesting movie. I only caught like half of it, so I want to see the first half so I can actually have a backstory.
Is it on
in
Flicks or is?
No, it's on HBO now.
Oh, okay.
It's
I
on
guess
the-
HBO. I guess HBO is the only one safe from Disney Plus.
Basically, because they have their own streaming now too.
Yeah.
Yep. But Watchmen's really good. I'm gonna start watching that.
Yeah, I need to get HBO back.
Yeah,
It's a lot of
HBO's
stuff.
pretty sweet.
Do you ever watch the show Deadwood?
No.
Oh,
I heard it's awesome.
I have the DVDs if you want to borrow them. I know DVDs. What the fuck are those?
Yeah, I don't-
But I Deadwood, because also Deadwood I think ended in like 06. So it was
Yeah.
before all of this shit came out. But
I heard it was good.
Deadwood is awesome, and they just did the movie to wrap it up because it got canceled pretty quickly.
Yeah.
It had 3 seasons, and the third season finale ends on such a cliffhanger, and then they can it. It's like, but this show was the best that you had, other
Yeah.
than Sopranos at the time.
Yeah.
I can't.
Well, it
think
was 6
of
Feet Under on then too.
6 Feet Under was great.
I think that was on still then, right?
Probably. And 6 Feet Under
They had The
lasted
Wire.
forever.
The Wire.
The Wire, I think, was after. But
Yeah.
either way, you know what? They probably made room for The Wire.
Yeah.
I actually haven't watched a second of The Wire.
My dad loved that show.
You haven't
He
watched
bought
any of
every
it?
box set. He bought the whole.
All right, I'll
thing.
trade you. I'll let you borrow Deadwood, give you The Wire.
Yeah, there you go.
And
I mean,
then
I'll
you
just-
still have to watch The Wire.
I'll just watch Deadwood on streaming,
the
and
one
then
thing
I'll
you
just
have to
let you borrow the DVDs.
People don't like Deadwood for like the cursing and the language. They updated the language with like fuck and shit and all that
Yeah.
because they cursed their asses off, and there was actually like
Well, it's like a
language police.
Western, right?
It
So it's-
takes place in Deadwood, Montana.
No
I
one had
believe.
morals back then.
It was before Montana was even a state.
Yeah, yeah.
It was a lawless town, but it was also the gold rush before, I think, San Francisco or a little after San Francisco. You know the term, there's gold in them hills?
Yeah, yeah,
It's
yeah.
about the Black Hills in Deadwood.
Gotcha.
But, like, picture a Shakespearean play, but with
Western.
the C word.
Yeah.
I don't want to say it on our show. My mom might watch it. And she
Rhymes with bunt.
That's not, no, that is the word. But they say that an awful lot.
Oh, okay.
But, oh my God, though.
They say that a
So
lot in
good.
Game of Thrones, so it's okay.
Really?
I'm pretty sure, yeah.
In that futuristic or not so futuristic fake place. You like Game of Thrones? You watched it?
The last season was atrocious, but everything
I heard
up
it was
to that.
bad. What about the
everything up to that-
Starbucks cup? Got some free advertising.
Dude, it was just so bad.
Yeah, I haven't watched the set. Actually, no. When Game of Thrones first came out, every time I turned it on, there was a dick in the frame. Not that I'm against penis.
I remember.
but I'm not for it either.
I remember I was actually going to Hawaii, and they had TV, on the plane.
in Hawaii, there's TV.
No. So that was right around the time Game of Thrones first came out. So they had the first like 3 episodes that you could watch.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm like, all right, yeah, no problem. First episode, it's just like dick, boobs, like, and I was like, there's little kids around me. I was like, all right, well, this isn't for this.
My thing about Game of Thrones ties into South Park with the Black Friday special.
Wiener, wiener, wiener.
When Butters goes on his tirade and then has to visit George R.R. Martin and
Yeah.
goes to his house and there's just dicks everywhere.
Yeah.
I was like, I have the same mind as Butters.
Yeah, yeah.
Like we think the same way about Game of Thrones. It's just, and I don't care about gratuitous nudity. Like I can watch shows that have
mean, if-
graphic things, but at the same time, the names too were weird. Like
Yeah,
they're-
dude, I'm telling you, if you really stick to it, it's one of the best written shows you'll ever watch. It's just that last season's terrible, but I'm telling you, it's unbelievable.
Jason Momoa was in it though.
Yes, yes, I know.
Saw him explode a dude's head, and that was.
If
that's
you
a
can
famous
make
actor,
it, and that
too.
was
It's pretty
the
well
person that told me to watch it. If you can make it to the Red Wedding, which is season 3, episode 9,
known. Is it blood or they're just red dresses?
you will find out. And that
I'm
was
not-
my goal. My goal was to hit that mark, and when I hit it, I was like, I'm just never gonna stop watching the show. It was so freaking good.
I like Peter Dinklage though.
He's the best part of the show.
Yeah.
Him and the
Tyrion
Hound, the
Lannister,
guy who plays
right?
the Hound, who's a British actor. I don't know his name.
Oh,
he's fantastic.
I think the guy that plays the Hound. You remember?
He was Yarp.
yeah.
He was the shop.
Because I looked up that guy. I was
Yeah.
like, what else is this guy?
Yeah.
In? And then I
Yarp.
see Game of Thrones. Every episode.
Yeah, he
What
was
the
Hot
fuck?
Fuzz. He was the slow guy.
Yeah. Is this really what you want?
Yarp.
Yarp. Hot Fuzz though, great movie, underrated.
Great. Well, I think it's the best of the three. That's my favorite one.
I tend to agree. I love Shaun of the Dead.
Yeah,
though.
Shaun of the Dead's fantastic.
But, the third one though, The World's End.
Yeah.
So good.
It's
I thought-
underrated. It's
Yeah,
definitely
because
underrated. I liked it.
Yeah,
but I
because-
still I don't know. Hot Fuzz does it for
Hot
me.
Fuzz, I think, was a better movie in
Yeah.
general. Yeah,
I love
it
the
just-
quick cuts and like the little jokes they had. Hag, like when she's doing the crossword puzzle.
and everything resurfaces.
Yeah,
well,
just
Shaun
like-
of the Dead did that too.
Yeah, yeah.
I mean, that's just really, I guess, Simon Pegg and Edgar Wright
Wright,
style. Yeah, but
World's End though was good. Like
World's End was so funny.
There's
Just Nick Frost being like
that
a
one
straight-laced
part where
guy.
he's hammered. Because he won't drink.
Right.
So they finally get him to drink, and he's like hammered, and
he takes everybody's
they like are
shot.
trying to. That's when like they realize that they're being.
Oh, and he
surveillance.
explains to the girl?
Yeah, he's like, yeah, they think that, yeah, he says like something. He goes like on a rant. He's like, they don't know that we know that they're doing this, so fuck it. And he just busts through a glass door.
He turns. It's his fist that punches
He
through,
goes
and
for the
just
knob and he
stumbles
just punches through. Yeah.
It just it was perfect.
I remember
yeah.
that in theaters. I was literally cracking up.
I think
like,
that's
oh.
the funniest part of the movie by
Yeah.
far.
Oh man, I love that. It's so good.
And that was dark too in a way because like Simon
That
Pegg's
one was the
character,
darkest one, I
Yeah,
thought.
he was. He's in group, and like I remember the beginning of the movie where he's in a group talking to people, and I'm just like, is he an alcoholic or
Yeah,
is he this
yeah.
or is that? No, he tried to kill himself.
Yeah, yeah.
Pretty fucked up. Spoiler alert.
Yeah.
In case you haven't watched it, it's only 10 years old now.
No, is it really?
Maybe not. Maybe more like I don't know.
I think Hot Fuzz is 10 years old, but yeah, there's way more one-liners than Hot Fuzz too.
Yeah.
It's very good.
But Shaun of the Dead also it's zombies, so I'm in.
yeah,
And the good kind of zombies that don't like gain
Run.
speed.
the ones that don't hunt
The
you
ones
down.
that are just tap. Nothing's
I mean,
happening.
dude, if that didn't bring back Queen, well,
Oh
like,
my God,
Don't Stop Me
yes.
Now. That whole part
It's
in the
on
bar.
random.
Yeah, it's on random. Don't stop me. He's hitting him to the beat. Oh man, it's so good.
And these people never watched a zombie movie in their life.
Yeah.
How are you gonna kill a zombie with pool cues? Just hitting him in the back,
Yeah.
tapping him really.
Well, they throw records at him.
Oh, that was in the backyard.
Yeah. He says like, "Oh, the White Adam." No, he's like, "Batman soundtrack, throw it."
Didn't Liz buy it for you? Yeah, but that was
Yeah.
a limited pressing.
Yep.
Speaking of vinyl, how's your vinyl collection going? You big music fan, you?
it is stagnant right now. Nothing's happening right now.
Zero?
Yeah, zero. But actually, we can spread the good news because this wasn't official last time we recorded, but we are on iTunes now.
Oh yeah, all you music lovers out there, we got our first album out.
We have our yes. it currently Myrrh.
Yeah, first album's called You and I.
Yeah. We're still getting the photos done. The beach was too cold last week, so we're
Yeah,
waiting
my
for a
nipples
nice
were
day.
way too hard for that.
Yeah, that
this
was
is
just.
this is like
it
there's
was
no
it
cursing
was-
on this album.
It was X-rated. The height of those nipples. Anyway, we are officially. For those who don't want to watch on YouTube, I know it's hard to stream, but now we are officially on iTunes, and then hopefully in the next week or so we'll be on Spotify for you non-Apple users out there.
Yeah, you Steve Jobs haters, you.
Yeah. So yeah.
I
Very
won't say
excited.
which platform I subscribe to, so go nuts, everybody. Just,
Absolutely.
I've also heard people have just listened to us with the audio.
Yeah,
and I
no,
was
it's
surprised.
definitely possible. I just know that it's harder to stream it. Like if you're commuting on the
Yeah.
train or anything like that, it's harder to stream a video.
One
than
of my
it is
friends
to-
has YouTube the channel subscription, but he just threw it on his TV and just like just did shit around his house.
Oh, that's
And he
cool.
was like, "I love it. It was great."
Yeah,
It's like, yeah, but then when you watch it, it's like, ugh.
yeah. You see the faces. You're like, that thing said that.
Oh, he sounded so cute.
You're
Sorry, sorry, everybody.
cute in a ugly way.
Oh, thanks, Steve. You fucking asshole.
You're
piece
like
of shit.
you're cute like the kid from Stranger Things. Well, I don't know. He's got some sort of disorder where he doesn't have collarbones.
dental dysplasia.
Oh, yeah, is that what it is?
He doesn't have collarbone.
It's something like that.
His head would just sink down into his
Yeah,
body.
he's
No, he has
basically
some with
just
his
like
teeth.
no. He has other things too. He's
Oh.
missing bones. Yeah,
Well, he makes up for it in talent.
but I mean, he could fit in any spot. Like he can just probably fold his body up. He's like Kif from Futurama. He's just a system of bladders. He doesn't have any bones. he's just like
Yes, sir.
a bag of water. Yeah. Oh dear.
One of the best characters on any show
Yeah.
ever, Kif.
Yeah.
And he gets the hot
Futurama,
chick.
very underrated show. I find that
well,
very
the problem
entertaining.
was it got brought back 3 times or 2 times by 2 different networks.
Yeah.
It was Fox first, and they canceled it. Comedy Central brought it back with new episodes,
Yeah.
and they weren't really that great.
No.
And I think Sci-Fi Network made new episodes.
Really?
Yeah. But
No, I know.
I just want to see.
I used to
shows.
watch it. Adult Swim every night. It was that Family Guy.
Oh,
and
with
then it would go
Futurama.
on.
Yeah, Futurama was on Adult Swim for a little bit.
Yep.
Adult Swim's the best.
It was.
You know, I wasn't going to bring this up at all, but are you a fan or know the show at all, Metalocalypse?
No, I know of it. I
Okay.
know of it. I haven't seen it.
I
though.
love
That's
the
still
show.
on.
No, well, it's not been canceled, but they've always kind of teased about doing like a movie special or one last season.
Yeah, yeah.
But the band Death Clock,
Okay.
it's a real band, but it's not like it's based. The show's not based on them. They just made the band after like the show.
Yeah.
They have 3 albums. One of my favorite fucking bands. Like the
Really?
music is legitimately great because the creator Brendan Small, he sings obviously because he voices the guy.
Yeah.
But he's a real musician in real life. Plays all the solos, plays guitar and sings. But everybody else in the band are all studio musicians, like who have been in every other band. Like the drummer is a really famous metal drummer, Gene Hogland,
Okay.
who's played with Slayer. He's in
I was gonna
3
say
of his own other
that name
bands.
sounds really familiar.
Yeah, he's huge in the game. Their bass player that plays with them now, because they have 2, his name is actually Pete Griffin.
Oh my god.
Yeah, but I mean, obviously
That's awesome.
he was around longer than the show,
Yeah.
and he's been he plays for everybody also.
Yeah.
But like, how fitting is that he's in that band?
Yeah, that's
though?
awesome.
But I've seen them twice. One of the loudest bands I've ever seen.
Yeah.
But a great show in general because they'll play the songs along with the animation behind them.
Yeah.
And then they'll go off stage and then they'll have like a skit in between that's just for the tour.
Yeah.
But either way, so good. If you're into metal at all in any way, get over the voice because it's obviously, and it's still not bad either. It's just, it's the cartoon character, but legitimate fucking great music. And they're doing the Adult Swim Festival. I think it's this weekend.
Yeah.
But they're playing it live on the Adult Swim app because it's in LA or else
Yeah.
I would be there. But it's the first time they played in forever. Hopefully there's an announcement about the show. Or even, I personally, fuck the show. I want a new album. All right? I want the 4th album because it's better than the show, but the show is still hilarious.
Yeah.
Watch the show. If
I
you're into any
I
Adult
remember
Swim
the
stuff.
ads for it. I just never.
Because I think they
It was
had a
that-
season 2 because the first 2 seasons, they're 11-minute shows, like the 15-minute blocks. And I think the 3rd season, they go to half hours.
Yeah.
And it's so ridiculous. It's retarded. But
Yeah, I remember Mr. Pickles.
I
That was
love
good.
it's coming back the next season.
That's awesome.
You know who voices the mom?
No.
Brooke Shields.
Get out of here.
I swear, her name comes right up at the end.
Oh,
and the
my
guy,
God.
the guy that composed the opening song
Yeah.
is a world famous TV composer. He's not a metal guy at all. He's just a regular guy, and he wrote that song.
Oh my god.
Mr. Pickles.
That
Good
show's
boy.
insane.
I
That
love Mr. Pickles.
Did you ever see Assy McGee when that was on?
I still watch S.
Dude, Assy McGee.
That's one of my favorite shows.
I remember just coming across that. It was like on one night, and I was like, "What is this?" And I laughed so freaking up.
Assy, what are you doing?
So for those of you who don't know, Assy McGee is literally basically a cop show. It's a cartoon. It's a cop show, and the main character is just a butt and legs, and he has a gun and everything like that.
Nothing holds the gun.
Nothing
It's like
holds the gun. It's
telepathic
just
to
there,
him.
and he talks like, and like occasionally little farts come out and stuff.
Yeah.
Like it's just
when he
so-
gets agitated.
If
Every character was great because
if you're a man child like Ed and I, it is
children.
it is your Seinfeld. It's your holy grail. I'm telling you. This show, like if you're just having the worst fucking day ever and you put this on, it's just so ridiculous.
Do you know who voices Assy McGee?
How the hell would I know that?
You watch Bob's Burgers?
Oh, the guy, John.
Teddy. Well, H. John Benjamin's in Assy McGee all
Okay.
over the place.
Yeah.
But it's Larry Murphy, I think, voices Ted.
Really?
Yeah, that's Assy McGee.
Oh my God.
Yeah. Small world, right?
Yeah, he just. Oh my God.
Talk about a
it's
show
so
that
fucking
didn't
funny.
have a chance in hell at any other network but Adult Swim.
Yeah.
And it's 2 full seasons.
Yeah.
So funny.
It's so good.
There's-
I have to. And it's the same animation as Archer too. It's very similar.
Well, I think it's like because John
Same
Benjamin
people.
works with them, and they did C-Lab.
Yeah.
I'm probably is all the same company. And
Yeah.
C-Lab, we want to talk about a great show. C-Lab, you ever watch C-Lab?
No, that was like a
2021?
That was a knockoff of
Right.
an old
Yeah,
show.
but all
yeah.
the animation was new, and Eric Estrada was in it.
Yeah.
They had so many people in that show. Oh, that's a ridiculous show too.
Yeah, Aqua Teen. I never got into Aqua Teen. Like I saw it, but like I never like followed it. Ugh.
You bet.
Oh, a
Well-
little wild.
No, you're not doing. I'm doing me wrong.
No.
I'll say this. I'm glad we brought up Aqua Teen. If gun to my head, any show ever, what's my favorite show? It's Aqua Teen Hunger Force.
Really?
Because I thought when I found Aqua Teen, I got to the game late.
Yeah.
And then I did research on it later on in life, I guess.
Yeah.
And saw that it aired at like 3 a.m.
Yeah.
on a Tuesday. They just threw out the first episode. I remember watching it when I was like 15, and that was like the same year that it had first come out. And I there are not so great episodes, but every episode's fucking ridiculous.
I heard the movie's good too.
I saw the movie in theaters. I'm glad you brought up the movie. The first time I saw the movie, I was so fucking mad.
Really?
Because you would figure that Aqua Teen usually just likes to fuck with their audience. This show is just nonsense.
Yeah.
So, okay, this is their first chance. 90 minutes. Wow me. Give me the most epic fucking story ever with these great characters.
Yeah.
It's 90 minutes of just pure nonsense. And so me and my buddy Brian went to see it opening night. Packed house. We had
Yeah.
to sit in the very front row. And I was just like, how is it this packed? And I look behind, it's all like old people and like people that you could see are like into film.
Yeah.
Like, oh, this is a different movie. Let's watch this. By, I don't know, half an hour in, I look over to my buddy. He's asleep.
What?
Yeah, he passed right out. I mean, we kind of, you have to kind of do something in order to get
Yeah.
into that
Yep.
show.
Yeah. Take your
But
vitamins.
he passed right out. And I look behind me, empty. Like there's just a few people left. And I'm kind of thinking I might ditch this. Movie comes out. I'm a big enough fan. I buy the DVD.
Yeah.
And I watch it again for the second time with my roommates at City College when I
Yeah.
first started dorming. They're cracking up laughing. I'm dying laughing too. The second watch. And that's the way it is with a lot of episodes. The second watch, you're dying laughing.
I don't know what that is. It's weird. Like I remember one movie that I saw Dodgeball in theaters, and I thought it was funny. No, I did. I thought it was funny, but the second time I watched it, I literally was like pissing my pants laughing. Like I laughed like the first time. I was like, oh, that was just like overall I was entertained. I liked it. It had its moments. And then the second time I watched it, I was like, my God, this movie's funny. Like holy shit.
Dodgeball is great.
Man.
You know, with movies you've seen a billion times when you notice something that you haven't ever seen. In Dodgeball, the very end when he wins all that money and they bring out the treasure chest, there's a saying in film. It's Latin called a Deus ex machina. It's a writing term where it's like it literally translates to like waiting for God's intention.
Okay.
Where there's an ending that like was never referenced. All of a sudden, everything's all happy. It just whatever. The treasure chest that when they roll it out says right on it Deus ex machina.
Okay.
And so the nerd that I am, I'm like, oh my God, this was like maybe 6 months ago I saw this. I was like, holy shit, that's crazy.
Yeah,
but like it's not. It's just
forgot
a subtle nod from the director to anyone that's ever taken a dumb film theory class.
Yeah, I think the part with the when he gets on the scooter, like Ben Stiller shows up at the house and he tells him to like he like or she hits him and he gets a bloody nose.
Nobody makes me bleed in my own blood.
Yeah, so then he just like he's all pissed off and then he walks and then like the big black guy shows up on the
As
scooter.
soon as he snaps, he pulls
he
right up.
just pulls up on this like tiny little scooter and because the guy's also humongous. He's
Right,
probably like
any
7
scooter's
foot
tiny.
solid muscle. And then he just gets on, just flips him off, and they ride off. Like I fucking died. Like second time I saw, it, I was like, "Oh my God!"
Dude, he's got
yeah,
the ascot.
yeah,
And what's also funny was his wife at the time because they
yeah,
got divorced.
Yeah,
That's a tough
another
one,
thing
Ben.
too, the Lance Armstrong part, I found so much funnier the second time I saw it. I was
Well-
like, this is so great.
Yeah, and especially now that
Yeah.
like you could almost cut that out of the movie in a way
Yeah.
because of how like Lance Armstrong is not really the most genuine person in the world.
Yeah.
So like for him to have that change of heart from someone like that, it's kind of
Yeah.
weird. But at the time, brilliant. So brilliant.
God.
Yeah, I thought about giving up when
Like
I was
Jason-
diagnosed with brain, lung, and testicular cancer all at the same time.
And then they have Jason Bateman, like when he was still coming up. He's the
Well,
announcer.
Jason Bateman was
Pepper Brooks.
right, but
Yeah.
Jason Bateman was starring in a show when he was a teenager. I
Yeah.
mean, he was coming up.
I'm
but,
just
like,
saying, like he wasn't very, I'm
was-
just saying,
yeah.
like if you look back now,
Yeah.
you're like, wow, this is like his early
Pepper
stuff.
Brooks and Gary Cole.
Yeah, and you would never. That's one character you would never expect Jason Bateman.
Yeah,
to
you
play.
know why? Because Jason Bateman
He's
always
always
plays
the
Jason
dry.
Bateman.
He's always
Yeah.
the dry. You
Have
know.
you ever seen Smoking Aces?
Oh yeah.
Remember him in that?
Yeah.
That was a different character for him.
That's true.
'Cause
Yeah,
he
yeah,
was like
yeah.
the sex addict.
There's so many
and the
people in
guy,
that movie.
When the guy grabs the bunny mask, he's like, "Hey, get your dick beaters off that." Like one of the best lines in movie history.
That movie's got a lot of people in it too. Smoking
Smoking
Aces.
Aces is great.
Shit ton of people.
I worked with remember the Tremor brothers? It's Chris Pine, the actor Kevin Durant, and I don't remember the other guy's name, but they were the three like Nazi guys that
Yeah.
just ramped shit on
Yeah, yeah,
everything.
yeah.
I worked with him on
Yeah, Chris
set.
Pine was in that.
Chris Pine, yeah. Before that's when
yeah.
no one and also
he plays
too,
a psychopath in that.
Chris Pine's underrated.
Very underrated.
He's also on. He does voice work for the show Supermansion.
No,
it's
but
on
he
Crackle
was in. He was
now.
in Spider-Man Into the Spider-Verse, the one that just
Was
won
that
the Oscar.
was that animated?
Yeah, it was fantastic. It was so good. It's very, very good. He plays Spider-Man, like one of them.
Oh, okay.
One of the Spider-Man.
But he's the villain on Supermansion, and you wouldn't know unless you looked it up
Yeah.
because his voice is completely unrecognizable. But I was gonna say though, I worked with Kevin Durant on a movie, and I had to like stand in for the other actor he was working with at the time, and he's sitting across like just the width of this table, big dude, like 6'8", Canadian, which I didn't know, super nice guy, but like. He's playing a cop in the movie, and he's sitting across from me. He's just like, getting in a scene. He's looking down. He's going through his lines, and he just looks up and just, "Hi, I'm Kevin." I was
Oh
like,
my God.
"Okay." I was so scared, but a super nice guy. You remember the movie Robin Hood?
Yeah.
He was in that too, and it was just after he had done that, and he was talking about how like he was
With Kevin Costner?
no, with Russell Crowe.
Oh, that one.
The
Yeah,
Ridley
yeah,
Scott
yeah,
one,
yeah, yeah.
And
Yes, he was Big John. He was Little
Right,
John. He was Little John. Yeah, yeah.
And they were like, have you ever ridden a horse before? He's like, oh yeah, it's fine. He's like, I was used to riding like a horse that would be equated to a go-kart. They
Yeah.
gave me a fucking Ferrari, and the horse is just driving me everywhere.
Yeah.
He's like, I lost my shit every take.
He was in Mystery Alaska too.
Yeah, and it's like the same cast.
Yeah.
It's Russell Crowe, him, and the guy who's in American Dad as Steve, the son, the redhead guy.
Yeah.
He's in Robin Hood also.
Yes.
So seeing them
Yes.
three together was
oh
so
my
nice.
God. Yeah.
It's awesome. But that guy, Scott Grimes.
Okay.
He plays Steve on American Dad. That's where he's been making his money.
Wow.
And he also
crazy.
was a singer.
It's crazy how people like they could act their whole career and then they do a voice for a cartoon or a movie like that and then make
Yeah.
just stupid money.
Well, it's like Putty from Seinfeld. He's probably made a great amount of money from Seinfeld, but
Yeah.
he's in every episode of Family Guy as Joe Swanson.
Yeah.
So, I mean, there you
Oh
go.
my God, yes.
You didn't know that?
Yeah. No, I knew he was Joe Swanson, but I forgot. I
Peter,
just
your
recalled-
dog's giving me diabetes.
Peter, put the whatever you're doing, put it down. He has like one where they like skin a cat or something. And there's just blood like going everywhere. He's like, Peter, put down the cat. Or he
I
just
think he
says-
said, Peter, stop what you're doing.
yeah, he just says,
Because
stop what you're
it's
doing.
Quagmire's cat, and Quagmire's all about the cat. We just got to take all its 9 lives. There's one life. And the blood splashing
It's
on
just
them.
hitting Joe. Yeah.
Peter, stop what you're doing.
Oh man, that's so good. I love the one rant. Like one of the things that stands out about Family Guy, like one little stupid clip. It was like Peter starts going on a rant about something. He's like pointing out all his friends, and he says, and he points out Bonnie, Joe's wife. He's like, and Bonnie, you've been pregnant for like 18 years. Either have the kid or don't, or something like that. He says something. Oh my God!
Yeah.
Like he's like, either keep it or leave it. Oh my God!
And you know what's funny? Bonnie's voiced by Jennifer Tilly.
Yeah,
and they've
yeah.
referenced her just playing poker because that's what she does now.
Yeah.
Because again, shit ton of money from Family Guy, so she basically gets to do whatever she wants every day.
Yeah.
So she just does poker tournaments.
That's amazing too.
But we all
Jesus.
remember her from Liar Liar.
Liar, liar, and she was in Chucky. one of the
Fine,
Chuckies.
127.
Yeah. Ugh.
That's right. She was in Chucky.
She's one of the Chuckies. Yeah.
I think Bride of.
Bride of. Yes, she was the bride of
Because
Chucky.
they were trying to make the movie.
Yeah. That was the joke one.
Yeah, but it's still good. You didn't like it?
What?
Bride of Chucky?
Bride of Chucky? That
mean,
was
they're
actually
all
the first one I
goofy.
saw.
Really?
Yeah.
I haven't seen Child's Play in a minute, and they redid that, didn't they?
They just did. Yeah, that
Yeah.
just came out this past year with Aubrey Plaza was in it.
She's hit or miss for me.
It's weird. She's a
She's
weird
very
looking
dry.
girl, but like,
well, I'm just talking about her comedy. She's attractive. That's
Oh,
fine.
yeah, but like-
it's very hit or miss sometimes when she's funny and when it's just like
I mean,
just
she was
bored
She
and
was
the dick.
perfect in Parks and Rec. She was.
Yeah, but even that, like, there's some.
But they have her play like some really weird roles in movies now, like where she plays like pretty much a skank in like every movie she's in now.
Yeah.
She was in that one where she's
making
the
money.
nun. She was on one. It was with what the hell's her name from Community?
Oh, Alison Brie. Oh,
Alison
that just
Brie
got
and
on
her.
Netflix.
Yeah, they're nuns. And then there's another
Nick
one.
Offerman's in it. I didn't see
Yeah,
that
there's a
one
lot of
yet.
people in it. And then the other one is Mike and Dave Need Wedding Dates or something like that.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
With her and Anna Kendrick.
I was literally having this conversation with my friends the other day. She's cute. I don't understand what it is though, because if you actually look at her, she's really not. I don't know.
I don't want this show to be chauvinistic at all in any way.
I don't know what
But
it is.
Anna Kendrick. You said it for me, buddy. You said it for me. And look,
I don't
neither
know
of
what
us
it
are any
is.
lookers here. The best looking guy on the show
It's
is
not
never
even on
camera.
screen. Yeah.
You know, so who are we to talk? Trust me, if Anna Kendrick came up to me right now and said, Eddie, do you want to go out? I'd be like, who are you? Because the girl that I see in all the movies.
No, and she's like tiny too. She's like 5 foot nothing. Like probably weighs like maybe 90 pounds.
As much as my leg.
Yeah. But she does that cup thing. She does the cup song. Oh my God! You don't know the cup? You know the fucking cup song. You know the cup song. That was it was the only stupid song to ever make it on the fucking radio.
First of all,
like-
radio. Who listens to the radio? It's all podcasts. now,
Hold
buddy,
on.
okay?
You really don't know the cup song? I'm not
now
gonna
that
fucking
the
reenact
more,
this.
The more, I
It,
actually
it's
kinda-
all like it's like the hand shit and it's cups going in and out. I don't know. It's strange.
See, you know, the more and
You're
more
gonna
you
miss
say
me
it,
when you're gone or whatever that the fucking song. I don't know. I forget how
the
it
more
goes.
and more you say it, the more and more it's kind of like. Well, I think I might have just heard about it. I probably never like. Did you do it on like a talk show or something?
No, it was.
She didn't do it on Ellen.
I don't know what it was when she even why it came out or what happened.
Anna, when you're a guest on our show, can you please do the cup song for us and regale us with the whole whatever the hell that is? And Steve, I would love to actually see.
Long way run. Na, 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 na. You're gonna miss me when you're gone. You're gonna miss me when I'm gone. Yeah, that one. Yeah. That's how it goes. That's how it goes. I remember.
So okay, it's an actual song.
Yes,
then, that
it's
she just
it actually.
plays. She does the percussion.
It's
I'm
like
guessing,
you
with
literally. It's just like she does the beat with her hands and then like smacks the cups and then that's what.
it got on the radio.
Yeah. It was like the dumbest song ever.
Did
and
she
it
have an
blew
album,
up.
or is it just-
No, it blew up though.
This fucking country.
I remember I
Was it like a
actually still
YouTube
had
video
still had satellite radio at the time and it came up on that. I was like, Cups, Anna Kendrick, what the fuck? And then like it was her. I was like, what the hell is going on?
This is why I buy vinyl.
And it blew up.
Probably would be like a record store day single or something. The Cup song from Anna Kendrick.
I'm telling you, it was around for a while.
Rape it up. I don't want to do any of
Hold
that.
on, let me get some gloves.
Whoa!
All right, boys, wrap it up.
we better.
I'm
knock
sorry,
that shit
wrap
off.
it up.
I have the wrong look for this bit.
All right.
Do we have one last thing? You know, I really drove this entire show.
You did.
So why
You
don't,
did a good
why don't-
job.
Why don't you end with some parting words for me, because no one else is watching. Well, Alex is here
yeah.
too. Why don't
Well,
you
Alex,
talk to
I
Alex
really want to
one-on-one?
appreciate everything you've done for us, and thank you so much, sir.
You hear the change in voice in Steve.
That
That
was
is the most
sincere.
sincere shit
Yeah.
I have ever heard. He's
Thank
never
you.
talked to me like that.
To one of my oldest friends to allow us to do this show. I
With one of
appreciate
your
it.
oldest friends with someone that you just don't really like that much.
Yeah, and then I'm sorry that I dragged that into your life.
You know, I was thinking about this the other day, how we met.
Yeah.
And like how we had James
You were told to
Newman.
hate me.
Who was? Oh, by
Yep.
never mind. Nah, we're not gonna.
No, it's okay.
I was
it's
not
okay.
told. I don't remember being told to
He
hate
was a
you.
dick to me for like a week, and I didn't know
I
why.
was?
Yeah, he was like super loud around the place,
I
and
do
like
remember
funny and
this.
joking around. And then anytime I tried to chime in, I'd like not that you dig me, you would like throw a dig at me, but you'd like shut it down. Like it would just be like, oh yeah, you know, you go along. And then I said something that made you fucking laugh one day, and you were
Hold
like,
on, though,
you're
hold
not
on,
an
though,
asshole.
hold on, though. Off mic, come here. Yeah. told me to hate you. Oh my god!
Yeah.
I totally forgot. Yeah, I feel
Yeah.
bad about
Well,
that.
he told
Wow, I
me. You told me.
completely
You told
forgot.
me a while after though.
Yeah, I did, because then you
In confidence.
You know what though? There was one time. I hope we have time. There was one time I really got fucking pissed off at you.
At me?
And- yeah. I'm glad you don't remember. We were at work, and I was talking with somebody else about movies, and I think you were like either in
yeah.
like further down or in the row behind.
Yeah.
And I brought up The Village. And I went on about how I love The Village. It came out on my birthday. Nobody else liked it. And you were just like, that movie was stupid and awful. And someone else was like, yeah, that movie sucked. Everybody hates that movie.
I got
but
everyone
me.
to join in. I was like,
Right,
yeah.
right. But then I was like, but the whole twist at the end where they were part of like a grief counseling clinic, and like it wasn't really in like the
Yeah.
turn of the century.
Yeah.
It was modern times. And you were like, no, it wasn't. So emphatically, like you knew, like you've seen the movie 1,000 times, where I actually watched it a bunch and
Yeah.
knew basically every line.
Yeah, yeah.
I still love The Village. I don't give a fuck.
Yeah.
But you were digging into me on that, like grief counseling. Who was the counselors? The monsters that weren't real? And I was like, "Are you kidding me?" And then one of the guys who was super dry in the office, just out loud was like, "Ed's right." He looked it up and was like, It's grief counseling, Steve." And you were just like, "What? Well, the movie sucked. I don't remember shit about it." That day really was like the make or break moment for us as friends, because I was like, if this guy doesn't fucking shut his fucking mouth, fuck him and everything about
You
him.
know what? I think what made it harder was like I got along with Portner. I got along with like everybody.
Yeah, and then after the thing, because
Kyle Paleschi, you
I
know, like
remember
all those guys.
The guy you just told me to hate you.
Yeah, yeah.
I mean, the last time I saw him was when he told me about why I should hate you. And then you were like, you want to know the real shit? And I was like, yeah, I want to know the real shit. After that, I was like, nah, that's
Yeah.
my dude right there. We're going to have a
Yeah.
podcast one day.
Yeah, yeah. That was stupid. And Rome's is over here. My band's gonna make it. Yeah, okay, Rome's. Okay.
Shut up over there. We're talking about things
Keep
that actually have a
editing.
chance.
No, but yeah, and then here we are. Rome's is in a band, and we're here.
Well, he's in a band that just got signed to a major label.
Exactly, and we're here.
Hey man, we're doing it.
We're doing it.
We're doing it. Like
doing
this
it.
was a very inconvenient day for me to do it, and I don't
And this
give
is the
a
best
fuck.
and this is the best shape you've been in
No,
for
it's
any
not.
of these
No,
episodes.
it's not. Are you
Absolutely.
serious?
Look at how much energy he has.
Oh well,
You're a shining star.
yeah,
Who you are.
yeah, but I have the same weight capacity as a float at the Thanksgiving Day
Oh no, I'm not
parade.
talking about your body.
Yeah,
I'm,
yeah,
I'm talking
no.
about just like
Like my mind is sharp. Yeah,
yeah.
That's what being up for 14 hours does to you.
No, trust me, you'll know when I'm complimenting your body.
I used that line on somebody else and they died, so I was like, I gotta save it for the show. Don't worry, I'm gonna go on a cleanse. By this time next week, I'm gonna be like this thin. You're gonna use me to hold up the mics.
Yeah.
I'll be frail and withering.
You'd be just like planking everywhere. Like, oh, I can plank this. I can plank that. Lost all the weight. Look at that core strength. But all right, guys. So until next week.
Yeah.
Thank you for
hopefully-
those who have been tuning in, who have been following us.
Yeah.
And for those who haven't, fuck you. But we are on iTunes now. We're on podcast, the podcast app. Hopefully within a week we'll be on Spotify.
But
Check
watch
out-
us.
Yes.
Watch us on
Watch
YouTube.
us. Keep
We're
watching
very
us.
visual.
Very visual people.
Yeah,
if
we're
you
gonna
haven't
start doing
noticed.
3D soon.
Yeah.
Actually, nobody wants to see me in 3D. I gotta have a heart attack first and go on that Kevin Smith diet.
yeah. You gotta have the heart. Yeah, you gotta have the heart
Someone
attack.
called me Kevin Smith again today. I really have to change some life choices around, don't I?
Yeah, all he needs a hockey jersey, and you pretty much you have the whole out, or a trench coat, and you have the whole get up down.
It's bad enough I always keep wearing snapback hats.
Yeah, it's really not helping.
And I'm
your
not
case.
cutting the hair. I don't give a fuck. It's too cold to cut my goddamn hair. That's all I'm saying.
I don't know. But yeah,
winter
follow
coat.
us on Instagram. Did you open the Facebook page yet? No, probably.
Sorry,
not.
I did enough. I topped out.
Follow
I already-
us on
I
Instagram.
also, for anyone that wants to donate a computer to me, my computer won't even play music anymore. It's from I think it still runs MS DOS, so I need help.
Yeah.
But either way, you want to do a Facebook page?
I'm not running it. I'm just.
I don't want to run it
I'm
either.
not gonna go. All right.
It's
so
hard
we're
enough
not gonna
doing
be on
Instagram.
Facebook. We're
Like-
not gonna be on Facebook. We're gonna be on Instagram. So just keep doing what you're doing.
If
People.
anybody wants
Tell
to
your
start a
friends.
Facebook page for us, we'll sue you.
Absolutely. Yeah.
But I mean, still do it.
Do it. But we need the money, so we're gonna sue you.
The
You're
shit
Jewish.
out
You know
of
how
you.
to handle.
And you
courtrooms.
have a Jewish lawyer's last name.
I do.
Cohen
So
and
I can.
Sons.
Yes. Yeah.
Trust me, if you walked into like a synagogue, they'd just be like, "Here's your yarmulke. You're one of the tribe." I want to do your 23andMe so bad and just see Ashkenazi come up everywhere.
You're gonna be pissed when it says like 85% Cherokee, and then I start getting.
I'm gonna be
I
pissed.
start getting money from the government.
I'm gonna be.
We
pissed.
are so sorry.
First of all, that'd be the greatest thing for the podcast.
It
ever.
would. It would.
Then
It
we'd
would.
be everywhere.
Yeah.
But I'd be pissed. What about the Native American nation that's like, you?
Yeah,
No,
yeah.
no, you're not
No.
getting shit from us.
Yeah, no.
Open up a casino and then we'll talk.
Yeah. Exactly. Ha 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 ha. All
Hey,
right,
how are you?
yeah.
Hey, how are you?
All right.
I love Native
Tune in
Americans.
next week, guys. CoEd podcast. I'm Coco. That's Eddie. See ya.
Bye.